Welcome in the Universe community. My name is Sanchita Pandey and our topic for today is virtues earn you spiritual points. So here we go. We know that we are not all good and all bad, but for the part that we are good, we are earning lot of positive spiritual points in various facets of our life. We don't have one bank, that is the financial bank. We have the relationship bank, the emotional bank, the health bank, happiness bank, and all these banks show lot of signs of abundance. When we align to virtues, when we align to values, spiritual values in life, even a thief, when he gives gratitude for the theft that he has made, he is rewarded for that gratitude. So next time when he goes to make another theft, he makes a better profit. But then because he has aligned himself with this thought of lack, with actions which we call as vice, what happens is for that part of his personality, he is punished. He will always remain in lack. What he is doing doesn't make him feel good about it. So that is how there are two aspects of a personality. But if you are walking on the spiritual path and you realize whenever you make a mistake, you are so aware, yes, I have made this mistake by being angry in this situation. I could have been more understanding and compassionate. Then what happens is you start garnering, earning more of these spiritual points. We all talk about law of attraction and we don't see any evident sign in our life that our desires are being manifested, but they are all being manifested. They are coming to us, they are flowing to us in a vibrational form. It all depends on whether we are resisting through our thoughts, actions and words, or we are letting them flow towards us. If you are going with the flow, if you are on the right path, what will happen is you are aiding in their flow towards you and your manifestations and your desires come true faster. So the point here is that when you are nice to somebody, you earn positive spiritual points. But what happens is the same day you are angry at someone or you stop somebody from doing something good, and now your marks, your spiritual points are deducted from the spiritual bank. So though you did something nice and you walked a step ahead, but then that one thing you thought wrong or you did wrong made you take one step back. So you stood where you were. And this is happening all the time in our life. We speak, we appreciate something, and then we go and criticize somebody. We do a good deed and then we go and we shout at somebody. It can be our own family members, children. So that is how you will not realize that these small incidents, these small actions and thoughts are connected, but they are all connected. Your little deed of kindness is connected with that something which came so easy to you and it felt like magic to you and you were not able to comprehend how it was done so easily. But then that smile you had given to a stranger and you made the stranger feel so good, those words of appreciation for somebody, that one good deed, that help that you had given to somebody, that came as, a bundle of spiritual points to help you when you needed support. That is how the natural laws of the universe work all the time. But in our unawareness, we do not realize that these laws are working all the time. We are so engrossed with whatever is in our life. But that is how you are creating in your life. If you are resisting something, for example, whatever you are thinking, it has an impact on your body because it is creating a similar kind of emotion in your body. A person was resisting his daughter's marriage to somebody she loved. And because of this resistance, all the time in his thoughts, in his words, I don't want to hear anything from you, I'm against this. He had pain in the neck. Whatever was happening in the mind was happening in his body also. And then he realized, why can't we just sit together and talk? As he let go the resistance, miraculously, that pain in the neck was also gone. Now, these emotions that your thoughts create, they are directly related with your body. It is believed that your body is a projection of your mind. So if you are peaceful and calm in your mind, that will show in well-being and calmness, feelings of peace in your body too. Everything that is happening all around you is a sign from the universe. But in our unawareness, we are not able to comprehend this connection between whatever we see around us, whatever we hear from people, that coin you found or that white feather you saw, those butterflies you saw, they are all signs from the universe. Synchronicity in your life, or you just got a solution from your intuition. All these are signs from the universe. What people are saying to you, what you overheard somebody saying, or just you got an article in a magazine which answered all your questions. That is how the universe is speaking to you. You were not good to somebody, you stopped somebody from doing good work, and then you were stopped from going somewhere you really wanted to go. You don't see the connection between the two things. They are connected. So you must understand that the law of karma is just like the law of attraction. It is going on all the time. You become busy in your day-to-day activities, but you don't realize that this is going on all the time. For every thought, for every word and every deed that you are doing all the time, you are being watched by the universe. You will not realize it, but as you become more aware, you become more aware of your thoughts and actions also, because you know that you are being watched. That is why we say, if you keep connected with the source all the time, all that you will do is to be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Don't do bad to others, that's it. Don't be good, don't try to be too good, but at least don't be unkind to others. And kindness begins with you. First you must be kind with yourself. So all that doesn't serve you, or all that doesn't make you feel good, you must let it go. There you don't have to think about how the other person is reacting to it. But if your intuitive intelligence says no to something, then it is kindness to say no to that, because your own inner being or spirit says so. Have you ever wondered that you have given so much to so many people, or you have been doing a lot of social service, you have given out your talents for free, or just to make people happy all the time? And then do you sometimes feel that you have not got back the same kind of love, affection and respect from them? Then it is time that you knew that the law of compensation is going on all the time. According to this law, you will not understand during that time that you are compensated for everything good that you are exuding out into the universe. It may not be in monetary terms, but then you enjoy good health. You don't see the relationship between what you gave out and what you have received. It is like you have received in kind. But then, whatever you have received, you couldn't have bought with all the money that you have. So that is how you are compensated. Your child does really well, or that worry that you had, how will it happen? It came so easy to you. It was like magic. It was like somebody really brought it for you. Nobody could understand. Nobody could explain, but it happened in your life. So that is how the law of compensation works. So always, whenever you have a chance to give out, to be generous, to give out love, or to be kind to people, do that. And that work in itself will become a reward to you, because all the other rewards will follow. You will see them in the form of abundance in various areas of your life. You must have played this game, snake and ladder or chutes and ladder, but it is not just game. It was known as the game of self-knowledge in ancient times. There are the ladders and the snakes. The ladders represent virtues, and the snakes or the chutes, they represent vices. So as you align to virtues in your life, humility, patience, goodness, kindness, compassion, calmness, satisfaction, gratitude, you climb up the ladder in your life. And where are you reaching? Towards moksha, or towards spiritual salvation, enlightenment, towards a beautiful life. You are actually expanding your consciousness, raising the level of consciousness in your life. And as you raise the level of your consciousness, everything outside, in your outside, will change automatically, because everything is actually happening inside out. As you change inside, the same change is reflected on your outside. So look around what you have created in your life. But the beauty of this life is that you can make a change anytime, and the best time to do that is now. Now is the moment. So much has been said about this power of now, because you can change your life by changing your thoughts in this present moment, and you will start creating a new and better life for yourself. So as you align to virtues, you climb up the ladder of success, of abundance, of making all your dreams come true, everything coming to you easily. And whenever you align your thoughts, actions and words towards vices, you criticize others, grudges and speaking ill against people, thinking negative thoughts in the mind, then what happens is you are aligning with the vices and you go down just like in the game, and you have to start all over again. It is like you have lost those spiritual points you had collected, and now you have to again start from right from the base. Again you have to take this whole journey up towards betterment. So that is how at every level in your life you are tested for whatever you have learned. You may read books, you may hear these videos, but are you really aligning with virtues in reality? In practical life, are you doing that? That is the question. In the book, The Secret, it is written that all you have to do is to just touch the tipping point, which is 51%. You don't have to be 100% absolutely good person. Just 51% of goodness in your life is the tipping point required to make a change over towards abundance in all areas of your life. Now, this is not difficult. So all it requires is a lot of awareness, and it is very difficult to gauge your thoughts all the time. So what is the way out? The way out is to analyze every 1 hour how you are feeling. If you are feeling good and joyful and energetic and creative, then you are on the right path. You are thinking the right thoughts, and so you are feeling the right kind of powerful and positive emotions. That is how you will know whether you are doing the right thing or not. This is all in this video. Thank you so much, Inner Universe community. My message for you is I love you and I wish lot of abundance, love, peace, and may all your desires come true. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.